just examine this book of Mark 11. So let's start from 15. Mark 11, verse 15. So are you there? On reaching Jerusalem, Jesus entered the temple courts and began driving out those who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves, and would not allow anyone to carry merchandise through the temple court. And as he taught them, he said, "Is it not written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have made it a den of robbers?" Verse 18. The chief priest and the teacher of the law heard this and began looking for a way to kill him, for they feared him, because the whole crowd was amazed at his teaching. Verse 19. When evening came, Jesus and his disciples went out of the city. In the morning, as they went along, they saw the fig tree wither from the root. Peter remembered and said to Jesus, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree you cursed has withered." Verse 22. Hope you know the story of the fig tree, that Jesus cursed it some times ago. So verse 22. Have faith in God. Jesus answered. Have faith in who? Have faith in who? Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, "Go throw yourself into the sea," and you do not doubt in their heart, but believe that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be done for you. So now the Bible said that have faith in God. Remember the story of the fig tree, what comes about the fig tree and what later happened when they saw the fig tree wither, and they quickly draw Jesus' attention to it. That, "Look, Master, this is what you told us about. Look. And Jesus said, have faith in God." People of God, faith is the only material to bring our dream and vision to reality. Tell your neighbor, faith is the only instrument capable of transferring vision into reality. When you read that passage of the scripture, the Bible said that Jesus told them that have faith in God. Whatever you seize with your heart can only become reality when we act in faith. When we act in what? In faith. When we act in faith. It is impossible to relate the spiritual realm to the physical realm without faith. Because faith is the meeting point. Tell your neighbor, faith is the meeting point. That is, faith is the meeting point of the visible and the invisible. Whatever that they said about your life, about your career, about your destiny, it is good that you are being informed by the gift of prophecy. But you need the gift of faith to manifest it. Prophecy only comes to inform you, and that information equip you, because where there is information, faith is also what? A gift. Faith is the only instrument that a true believer can use against the weapon of fear, against the mountain of impossibility. Faith is the only instrument that a true believer can use to wage war against the mountain of impossibility. What does faith say? Faith does not only accept good. This is where some person want to ask, why do you say so? Faith does not only accept good. Faith accepts the will of God. Being human, we can see some of God's will as evil because of our spiritual ignorance. Being human, we can see some of God's will as evil. For example, last 3 weeks, a month ago, we lost one of our dearly brother, right? As human, you can see that as evil. But me being a person of faith, I accept God's will. Faith is to accept God's will. 3 weeks later, I lost my auntie, right? As human, we can conclude that this is evil. Faith does not only accept good, but it accepts God's will. And now, let me remind you, most time, God's will is contrary to your will. You listen to that? Most time, God's will is contrary to your will. Most time. Most time, God's will is what?